So the school looks very much the same since I graduated. As a special ed teacher, sometimes it's challenging to find spaces for flexible locations, small group instruction. Also, the accessibility to the building, I think, is important so that all of our students can be housed in district and be able to access all of their specials and different classes. And so just thinking of different ways that we can create more avenues for accessibility for all of our students and families.
Science classrooms here in the Washington wing. Unfortunately, they're very small. In fact, the National Science Teaching Association recommends about 60 square foot per student to have a safe classroom experience. And our classrooms really only provide 25 to 30 square foot per person in our classrooms. My hope is that we can provide safe conditions as well as additional opportunities for more individualized, collaborative instruction for our students.
The middle school currently has 40% less space than Hastings High School, despite having the same number of students. 20 out of the 24 classrooms at FMS are below the New York State minimums of recommended square footage. The current renovation design creates 5 new classrooms designated as 4 new science labs and a new art studio for our middle school students. Through restructuring and the movement of lockers, the narrow, crowded hallways and confusing wayfinding of FMS will begin to be addressed. These additions provide our students and staff the space to better collaborate, co-create, and innovate, all essential elements of a portrait of a Hastings learner.
Hastings has been a tremendous, important part of my life as a student, as a science teacher for 35 years, and as a football and softball coach. And unfortunately, I had to deal with really subpar athletic fields. It's kind of deflating when you're trying to prepare for a competition and you can't get a good practice in. Having a turf field definitely gives you a competitive advantage. You can practice almost all the time, regardless of the weather. The kids would be proud of it. The coaches would be proud of it. We want to, give our kids the best chance to succeed. And I think this is something that's really important for our Hastings community.
As of now, it's not up to standard. The dirt it's hard, it's uneven, there's holes and ditches, and it's unsafe right now. Oh, as a baseball player myself, I think that this completely changes how we're valued. We will get new dugouts, new backstops, batting cages, and bullpens, and this will significantly improve the competitiveness of our athletic programs. I know that when I was younger, I would go to the cages and work on my skills, and because I wanted to be a varsity athlete, I wanted to be a Hastings athlete, and giving these kids these resources to do that, I think is a great investment.
For us, one of our biggest issues is how far away the softball field is from the main sports complex. We are located completely uphill through some woods at the elementary school. And with the softball bag on, it just makes it all that much worse. You have your cleats, your bats. If we were to have a field in the main athletic complex, we would finally feel a part of the community, something we haven't really felt for years as we're so far away. The field is built on bedrock, so it doesn't really drain properly. Our outfield is currently mostly mud and dirt. Our right field, we set up cones in a portion of the field, and not only that, there's a rift in our left field, so it's not completely even, so balls roll across it. It doesn't look good. Turf fields really help us compete at a higher level of play that we can't really compete at with grass, which also, at the end of the day, is going to save injuries from our teammates. It's going to save overuse injuries, and it's not just softball, it's really all sports. My sister's in 3rd grade, she's part of the district, goes to the elementary school here. A big reason why I'm advocating is for her and for the younger generations. It's nice to know that the Hastings community has our back when we're playing sports. They want our student athletes to succeed.
There's 4 main elements to the bond that we're putting out. The first of which is the general building upgrades that are needed. The repointing of the building, doing some upgrades to our mechanical systems, the guts of the building, the bones and the guts. The second main component is building addition at the Farragut complex to address overcrowding in rooms, not having enough classrooms to support programming, as well as compliance around special education programming. A secure security vestibule that also provides handicap accessibility into the building. We believe that this also provides a welcoming entrance to our Farragut complex and also allows for better access for both high school and middle school students as well as their families into our building. The third component of this bond is in regards to our athletic fields. The first field that we're looking to do is to convert the Upper Burke field to a multi-purpose field that can be used to support soccer, field hockey, and lacrosse as well as football teams. The second component of the Burke Estate is to create a girls softball field at the Burke Estate, to move it there so that they could be at the heart of the high school with the rest of their classmates, being able to be at truly a high school facility. So that is the primary focus of our bond, and although there's many components of it, each of them are extremely important and well thought out.
There are 4 buildings that were built in 1902, 1911, 1925, and 1931. Most importantly, today, all of our educational space is located in those buildings. The truth is, the buildings are large enough, but our use of space has changed dramatically over the years. At the heart of our project is the transformation of our cafeteria. Our current cafeteria is substantially undersized for our school population. The plan is to build a new cafeteria correctly sized in an unused courtyard that rests between the buildings, and then to transform the current cafeteria back to the 6,000 square feet of classroom space that the middle school needs. Most importantly, New York State has agreed to reimburse us 47% for this project in the form of building aid that our community will receive. And lastly, we know that residents' taxes will not be affected by this bond until debt payment begins in 2029. But this bond will be a thoughtful commitment to our schools. It'll benefit our students, help us retain and attract excellent staff. The bond is also a commitment to all the homeowners of Hastings, whose home values crucially depend on our ability to attract the next generation of families to Hastings-on-Hudson.
Being superintendent here, one of the things I've come to love a great deal is that this is a full village, a full community for everything we do here. We rarely have asked or have gone to the residents to say, give us much more help. We now very much need that help. This facility is a grand old facility, but it needs a lot of attention at this point. We need attention for instructional space. We need attention for our fields. We need attention so that we have a cafeteria that's state-of-the-art, that's a place that students can go both for eating and being together, but also for community events, for other gatherings. So this is the time we have to invest in our school district, and we have to invest so you as residents of this wonderful village can continue to be super proud of both the quality of the teaching and learning and the facilities we have. This is a chance really for all of us to come together and support what's best for our children now and our children in the future.